Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thank you so much for joining me here. Hope you're having an amazing day. We're taking a look here at Compound, seeing what's going on. If we're going to be able to continue this uptrend or if it's going to potentially pull back. We do have a fair value gap here in the range of roughly about, what, 59, low $59 range, upwards of 63. So that would be a good place to consider getting to with a short or perhaps even buying the dip there effectively for a long position. We'll talk a little bit more about which option is more viable at this point. And if you're new to the channel, not a financial advisor, right? I just love to teach people to trade. Hope you can learn something here today. Quick congrats to our community members for a nice 10% profit on XRP, 9% on Litecoin, and of course this morning as well, took another 9% from Litecoin with a separate trade. These are all just day trades effectively on our community, and that is available as a Crypto Cash community member. One other thing too that's also available to, well, anyone at this point is our BingX exclusive offer. Until July 31st, we have $50 USDT bonus with a $50 deposit. And all you gotta do is trade $3,000 worth of volume and you get a $100 deposit as well. So awesome stuff there. Really, really cool. Be sure to check that out with BingX. They are fantastic. And if obviously you're part of my community already, and you're using BingX and you weren't impacted by the KYC in the US, then you have an option here to benefit from a $5,000 prize pool for this here. So be sure to check that out. Link down below for that as well if you are interested in using either exchange. They're both fantastic in their own way, right? BingX is better in the small sense of the fact that US, Canada, no KYC, no VPN requirements. It's really awesome in that sense. So be sure to check that out. BingX is the next best thing here for a lot of us in the States and providences. So what we want to look at here for this guy here is a few things. First of all, just acknowledge again, fair value gap between roughly just say 60 if you round down to 63, right in that range. And what we're going to look at is on the daily here, kind of see what's going on. So first of all, with the daily, as we discussed previously, we broke above this previous resistance level at about 0.5 Fibonacci, roughly $61. So there could be a chance we get that filled again, but once again, it could continue to run and it may not matter at all. Okay, so again, cool thing about this is the fact that we are retesting 70 on the RSI. You might be thinking, okay, that's a bad thing, right? That's a resistance. Well, sometimes it can be, only if it doesn't break through. So if it does break through, of course, we can expect 66, maybe just say $67, that Fibonacci level at 0.786, to be the new support. And that would essentially reaffirm itself on 70 in the RSI. So again, I would just recommend waiting until today's candlestick closes first before you take a long or a short position, because a long should be confirmed if we break above 67 and hold for today. But a short would be confirmed if we reject there, because that could very well put us in a cup and handle type of pattern or a handful of other things. Because again, cup and handles are cool because they have a tendency of filling those previous gaps. And I just kind of identify that between 60 and 63, we have that fair value gap. So again, just some cool stuff there in that sense. And as per usual, you can see the trend is moving itself upwards effectively here. And the 20-day SMA is a very common trend setter. It's just showing us that we are on an ascending trend right now, and it'll continue until it doesn't. All right, that's how trend lines work. I know it kind of seems redundant, but that's exactly the way it's supposed to work. So on the 4-hour time frame, let's go ahead and identify a few things that are important. First things first, we are addressing the fact that we're retesting this level at 70 in the RSI. So again, a secondary resistance level there at 0.786. That does reaffirm the fact that the price shouldn't go much further initially. Unless there's a short squeeze, we should see the price pull back. We're also seeing stochastic want to come down here as well, and I've always been a firm believer of the second stochastic being much more impactful than the first. Okay, so again, the very first one, we had this pullback here, is very minor. The second one should in fact hold itself strong. And if you don't know what I'm getting by that, I have training videos on this throughout my trading academy. Be sure to check that out if you're currently a community member. CryptoCash.tech, of course, you have access to all my private videos. That being said, though, with the hourly, what we want to look at is some quick stuff here. First of all, simply put, if we look at the hourly, we can see TD sequential, we're at a 9+4, right? So when this overtime type of situation show, the price shouldn't go too much further, hypothetically. And what I mean by that is, you see previous year, the price ramps up to a 9, and it turns itself around. It doesn't always work out that way, but more often than not, it will. That being said, we're up to a 9, we're going sideways. We could have a reset here where the price just goes sideways and up, but we also could be in a situation where the price goes sideways and down. Okay, I think it's more likely the price to go down than up, just based on being rejecting by 2 RSI levels at 70 in both time frames, and then also, of course, smaller time frame overextension. Those are just little things that kind of add up, right? If we take a look at the Ichimoku cloud, obviously all green lights here to leave your long position open. Careful shorting into this, of course. This tells us we still have enough momentum for it to continue. So obviously maybe wait a little bit longer might be advantageous. But if you take a look at the 15, we can kind of see here stochastic is swinging upwards. We do have some confirmational signs here as well. As per usual, our CC golden indicator telling us to buy low, sell high, buy low, sell high. buy low, sell high. So we don't have confirmation that we want to buy low yet, right? So it basically tells us that we are overextended yet again. Okay, so with that most recent signal being a sell signal, that tells us that we do not want to open a new position just yet to the upside until we have confirmation. Ultimately what we're looking for here. So all signs, I would say, point down, but not definitively down. Maybe consider waiting until the end of today's trading day to short if you were to. Otherwise, just note on the hourly, we do have that fair value gap here, right? Once more, between these Fibonacci retracement levels here at roughly 0.382, that's $59, upwards of about 63. So a short target would be to go ahead and consider all the way down that little 5% range. You could even go all the way down to full 10% there. There's no guarantees that will happen, but again, that's just statistically more likely, right? And again, if we take a look at this cup and handle pattern, there's a good chance we'll see that little gap get filled because of it, okay? Again, just little cool stuff that kind of adds up over time. So to me, this does look like it wants to pull back, but again, waiting until today's trading day closes might be advantageous, especially if Bitcoin wants to continue to retest that 31,000 range, which it kind of feels like it wants to. If it does that, then we're going to see a spike here for comp. Okay, so just be mindful of that. All right, if you're in a position right now, again, no reason to close it. You're definitely in profit. Be sure to obviously take some profits though, because no one ever goes broke taking profits, right? That's kind of a joke we have in our community, which is actually very true. So good luck on that, right? I hope this makes sense and I described this correctly. Link down below if you want to become, again, a better trader. Be sure to check out this new exclusive event here from BingX, only available till the 31st. And once more, if you are currently a BitGet user, then you've used my link, you benefit from this automatically. You're automatically enrolled in this trading competition with a $5,000 prize pool. And that does take place for the next 30 days here, essentially, roughly until August 12th, okay? So be sure to take advantage of that. Hope you have a good rest of your day. We'll see you in the next one. Take good care.